What's up, everybody? Frozen Titan here, back again playing some Wild Hearthstone. Today we're going to feature the Highlander Hunter that I've been playing recently. So let's go ahead and hop into the mulligan. We do get offered a pretty good early game curve. Really what we're looking for in the mulligan is an early game curve. We do get offered Dino Tamer Bran. One of the main reasons we actually play the Highlander variant of this, but not a good keep being at 7 mana. So, yeah, pretty good curve there. Get 2 mana, 3 mana, and a 5 mana. Having the coin, a little bit of flexibility there. So, let's see what kind of Shaman this is. Okay, looks like it's going to be a Murloc Shaman. So, one of the nice things about this deck is its ability to be flexible. So, generally speaking, we can deal with aggro with a lot of our secret package. We can deal with control with a lot of our late game, like Deathstalker Rexar, that we actually just drawed right now. And yeah, we can do okay against kind of combo decks, but that's probably one of the weaker pairings of this deck. So being able to get something like a second Reno off of our Stitch Tracker here is really nice. So we'll elect to do that. This deck will probably get out a lot of damage to our face with its really good Murloc synergies. So it doesn't hurt to have that. The other options were kind of meh as well. So getting another Subject 9, a little, not too enticing. But getting a second Reno feels okay. Alright, so we got to start to make things happen here. So let's equip our Eaglehorn bow. Really needs to take care of the Angler there. Don't want him to get any additional value off of that. He already generated 1 card. We want him to have to find his second Angler to continue to generate cards off of it. So we're feeling in a pretty good spot here. Deathstalker Rexar mostly is played to deal with our control matchups, but we don't complain about seeing the Consecration effect dealing 2 damage to all enemy minions. We do really have Zul'jin for kind of the late game comeback against these aggro type decks, basically replaying all of our secrets, our Spellstone, and our Unleash the Beast. So just kind of refilling on some of the things that we were doing earlier. Let's go ahead and get the Snip Snap out. If he chooses not to deal with the Snip Snap, we can easily get the Ziliax magnetized on top of it next turn. Otherwise, it'll weaken down the Amalgam a little bit so that we can deal with it. Do want to start to play some secrets to get our Spellstone online, but Freezing Trap on this Grimscale Oracle, not too great. Alright, we see the Earth Shock come down. Yeah, so we see he doesn't deal with our Snip Snap at all. So even though it is silenced... Oh, okay, he does play Rock Biter. So we could play just, a regular old Ziliax. We could... I think what we'll actually do here is elect to start to get our secret package online to get a pretty good Spellstone going for the next turn. So we'll go ahead and see what he does there. We do have the choice of going either Spellstone or Deathstalker Rexar. And as we talked about earlier, we have the 2 Renos in hand to fix up any of that damage that he's been sending our way. Does make a mistake there in testing the secrets with the Amalgam. Yeah, not a very smart idea. We get a Murloc on our side, kind of a fun interaction to see, but, not of too much consequence. Okay, gets a Totem down. So, feeling pretty good after that. I think Deathstalker Rexar here is probably the play, so let's go ahead and play that. We'll pretty much start to take control of the board here. So, getting the Spellstone down next turn, we should be contesting really hard for the board state. Generally speaking, against aggro matchups, you don't have a ton of opportunities to use your Build-A-Beast hero power to craft all those zombies. Generally, you're just trying to stave off his onslaught. So, yeah, unfortunately, he generated an Angler from his initial Angler, so kind of unlucky for us there. But his deck is still his hand is pretty thin. He adjusted that by playing the Cold Light Oracle, so. Alright, we'll go ahead and play our Spellstone down. Go ahead and get rid of that Angler again. And then let's get rid of one of these Oracles. So let's go ahead and talk through a Build-A-Beast turn here. Do like Dispatch Kodo, definitely one of the minions I look out for. And then basically we want to play something at a playable mana So this buffs our attack, which is something we really want to build with the Kodo, and has a relatively low mana total. So we will choose the Dust Boar here. So 6 mana, 6 damage from hand, and then a 6/5 on the board. So overall, pretty mana efficient there. Especially in the aggro matchup, we don't want to be generating these zombies that cost a ton of mana. We want to keep our mana costs very, very limited. So he's attacking face as he rightfully thinks he should. He doesn't really know that we have the 2 Renos in hand, so you know he's about to be rudely awakened there. All right, so I think we will end up playing one of these Renos this turn. Don't want to get caught off guard by some of the damage he might have from hand. That's extremely strong. All right, so let's go ahead and clear off this 5/4. So we're basically going to clear off everything but the Oracle here. And we're going to play one of our Renos. So the first Reno was the one we generated. So, you know, we're going to play a bit of mind games here, but you should always play the one that is native to your deck, not giving away the information that you've generated a second one. I do like Mookless Champion. It's a little troll sometimes. Amalgam's pretty mana efficient. So let's go ahead and choose that. Scale Hide is another one to definitely look out for, getting that lifesteal back. Especially in these aggro matchups, you'll love to see that lifesteal, that rush. And again, not too bad of a mana cost, just at 5 mana. So pretty good build a beast turn there. So he's going to keep to unload the Murlocs from his hand. He doesn't have a ton of great reload mechanics. Yeah, he's kind of reaching here, playing the Stormbringer out. Okay, so Shaman is a little dangerous because he'll be able to continuously keep proccing that. So we got to be careful. So let's go ahead and play our Kodo Zombies. Yeah, let's save our lifesteal Rush Zombies. So let's play the Kodo. Let's get rid of Professor Putricide. Let's get rid of the Shaman. And we'll throw out an Animal Companion. Never Huffer. So kind of a bummer, but leave him with a pretty weak board there. He has to go through the Misha, so he'll probably lose his Scargill. He wants to keep that Scargill around. We maybe should have thought about trading into that because his Murlocs cost 1, but you know, he doesn't have a huge hand here to threaten us with. But yeah, probably a slight mistake there on my part to keep the Scargill alive. I think he would add mana to play all 3 of those cards anyway. Yeah, maybe just getting 1 extra card off by keeping the Scargill alive. But overall, not too bad. So we'll go ahead and play the Zombeast here. Probably should Maev his draw, so he runs out of tempo a little bit faster. All right, so I don't want to make the same mistake again, but his draw engine is really light, so I feel like taking out the Shaman and the Amalgam is an okay play here. Unless he draws like Cold Light Oracle, that really should not punish us by keeping the Scargill alive. All right, we see the War Leader and the Bloodlust. Okay, not too big of a deal. Do have the other Reno in hand, and a pretty easy way to dispatch this board. So good thing we chose that other Reno early on. Probably as soon as we play it, we'll see the concede come out from his part. Oh, he just conceded anyway. So yeah, able to eke out the win there. You know, we didn't get to see some of the main kind of Highlander reasons we play the deck, like the Zephyrs, the Dino Tamer Bran. We did not get a chance to see one other card. Oh, Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Really some of those, you know, prototypical reasons to play these Highlander decks. But we did get to see a way that the Highlander Hunter that we play pretty easily deals with and dispatches against a aggro deck. So yeah, let's take it into the collection real quick just to go over some of the synergies that we did not get a chance to highlight. And let's go through them. I have too many deck lists right now. So yeah, this is the end of the season. This is the 10th class out of 10 that we featured. So we had a deck from every class this season to kind of go through. This being the Hunter one. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed having, various decks, various classes to go through. Let's kind of hit on the rest of the synergies here. So at the top end, we talked about how you play Zul'jin, basically to replay a majority of those secrets, and depending on that list, some other high priority spells that you'll have in there. Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, just a really, really good card. You can generate some healing. You can generate Alexstrasza, to push face, get the hero down to 15 health. You play Dino Tamer Bran, again, for that face damage. Really unlocking the Hunter as an extremely good Highlander class. We talked about the Reno as well as the Deathstalker Rexar. You're playing that for your control kind of matchups. We were actually able to take advantage more than usual of the Deathstalker Rexar against an aggro matchup that we saw while we played against the Shaman. Subject 9, just insane draw out of that, getting up to 5 secrets from your deck, unlocking a lot of your other secret type synergies with the Lesser Emerald Spellstone. You saw how you could play Maev, actually really becoming one of my favorite cards out of the new Ashes of Outland set. Just being able to dormant a minion, whether that's a taunt for some lethal, just a really good card. We unfortunately did not get to show off Zixor. Been really enjoying this card as well. Shuffling in Zixor Prime, which summons 4 4/4s onto your board. Extremely good. You can actually have this really cool combo that I pulled off, I think, like 3 times with my zombies, where you can get a zombies that has Augmented Elec, which shuffles an extra card into your deck when you do shuffle a card. So being able to shuffle 2 Zixors into your deck feels really good. Use with caution, of course, because it does take away your Highlander synergy. So make sure you've probably already played a lot of your Highlander spells, or you're in a very long-lasting control matchup where you'll get your Highlander back on later on. Do play the Snip Snaps for some good mech synergy. Being able to build up a Ziliax for some additional health gain feels really good. Diving Griffin, another kind of draw engine in the deck. Drawing your Ziliax, drawing any other rush cards you have, like the Zixor. Really good. Saves you from a ton of different, situations. And then we see kind of the early deck here. We were able to show off most of that being against aggro. Scavenger's Ingenuity was nerfed, but still a really good card. Especially when it gets onto your Diving Griffin. Seeing that be a 6/3 for 3 mana, really, really good synergy. So, you can play around with the different types of lists for this Highlander Hunter. Your list can look very different than mine. You could tech in, a Dirty Rat instead of this Gluttonous Ooze. I teched in the Ooze because, there's a ton of weapons out right now. Pirates, Aluneth, the Skull of the Skull, and then, of course, Demon Hunter. So, there's tons of weapons everywhere. But, yeah, if you want to tech in a Dirty Rat, you want to take out the Snip Snap, play something else, the world is really your oyster. Even if you don't have certain legendaries, just play really good Hunter cards with kind of your prototypical Highlander package, and you'll start to find some wins. So yeah, that's been the Highlander Hunter. We kind of close out the season in the month of May. You can see it's pretty late here. So the season should be closing pretty shortly in the next few hours. Pretty big accomplishments this season. Made the first time legend. Was able to take through 10 videos on 10 different classes, 10 different decks. So yeah, really great season in Hearthstone this time. Looking forward to another good one in June. But that's going to be it for me. Do hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like or subscribe. And I'll see you again next time.